In the shadows where truth and tales intertwine, we find the thrilling, the chilling, the downright spine-tingling. From the paranormal to the peculiar, every echo has a story. Dare to delve into the unexpected, the unexplained? Brace yourself, for you're about to embark on a journey where fear meets fascination. Stay tuned if you dare, for stories that will make your heart race and your mind ponder. Welcome to the realm of the eerie, the realm of the unknown. And remember, like and subscribe, if you dare. The clock strikes 12 and all is not well in the woods. Our tale begins in the heart of a dense, eerie forest. The moon, the only light in this dark abyss, paints long, menacing shadows that dance and flicker with every gust of wind. The wind, like an ethereal conductor, orchestrates a chilling symphony as it whistles through the leaves and rustles the undergrowth. The forest, alive in its nocturnal majesty, holds an uncanny sense of foreboding, as if hiding a secret waiting for the right moment to reveal its dark truth. In the midst of this haunting wilderness, we find our protagonist, a seasoned hiker. He's no stranger to the call of the wild, but tonight he's alone, not out of necessity but by choice. He's on a midnight trek, a daring adventure into the unknown. His heart races, not from fear, but from the thrill, the exhilarating thrill of what lies ahead. His senses heightened, he takes in the unique aroma of the forest, a mix of dew-soaked foliage and the earthiness of the soil. The cold wind stings his face, but he welcomes it, a reminder of his solitude and vulnerability in this vast expanse of nature. Every step he takes, every rustle he makes echoes through the woods, disturbing the quiet and yet adding to the symphony. His flashlight, like a beacon, cuts through the darkness, revealing the path ahead, yet casting long, ominous shadows that seem to follow him. He's an intruder in this sacred space, a human element in a world ruled by nature, but he moves forward, driven by an insatiable curiosity, a desire to explore, to witness the forest in its raw, untamed glory. The forest, in response, seems to whisper back. The rustling leaves, the creaking branches, the distant hoot of an owl, all seem to convey a message. A warning, or a welcome, he can't tell. The forest has secrets. Secrets it guards fiercely. Secrets it whispers to those brave enough to venture into its depths. As the hiker ventures deeper, the forest whispers secrets unshared with the world. In the heart of darkness, something stirs, unseen yet distinctly felt. A hiker, alone in the vast wilderness, senses an unusual presence. His heartbeat quickens, pounding in rhythm with the suspenseful silence of the woods. The wind whispers secrets through the rustling leaves, each sway a testament to the unseen entity lurking in the shadows. Every crunch underfoot, every snap of a twig echoes in the void, disrupting the natural symphony of the night. As if on cue, a distant growl rumbles through the undergrowth, a primal sound that sends shivers down the hiker's spine. The air grows colder, denser, as though the very atmosphere is holding its breath in anticipation. The hiker's senses are heightened, his instincts screaming danger. He feels the gaze of unseen eyes upon him, a voyeuristic presence that seems to penetrate his very soul. Despite his courage, despite his resolve, the hiker cannot shake off the feeling of being watched. From the abyss of the night, a shadow takes form. In the depth of the midnight forest, a hiker's heart pounds in his chest like a wild drum. His breath comes in short, ragged gasps as his eyes strain to pierce the consuming darkness. Suddenly, his torchlight catches on something. A figure, impossibly large, lurking at the edge of the clearing. The hiker's blood runs cold as he takes in the sight before him. A monolithic creature, standing at a staggering 11 feet tall. Its body is covered in a dense layer of hair, dark as the night itself, seemingly part of the shadows from which it emerged. The mere size of the being is awe-inspiring, but it's the creature's eyes that captivate the hiker. Two orbs, glowing with an ethereal light, gleam in the moonlight. They radiate an intelligence that is almost human, yet uncanny. They hold a world of understanding, a depth of knowledge that seems to span ages. The hiker is rooted to the spot, entranced by the gaze of this colossal creature. There is a moment, a heartbeat in time, where man and beast lock eyes. The hiker's fear is mirrored in the creature's eyes, along with a primal curiosity. It is a shared moment of understanding, a silent acknowledgement of each other's existence in the grand tapestry of life. Then, as quickly as it appeared, the creature retreats back into the obscurity of the forest, leaving nothing but the echo of its presence. The hiker is left standing in the moonlit clearing, his heart pounding, a rhythm of fear and fascination. Did he imagine it all? Was it a trick of the light, a figment of his fear-addled mind? But no, the lingering sense of awe is too real. The memory of the encounter too vivid. Frozen in fear and awe, the hiker stares at the creature, the Bigfoot. The silence shatters, giving way to a heart-stopping chase. The Bigfoot, a hulking monstrosity, standing 11 feet tall, roars with a primal fury that echoes through the forest, chilling the marrow of the bones. It lunges at the hiker, its massive arms reaching out with a terrifying intensity. The hiker, in the face of such a nightmarish spectacle, can do nothing but run. The chase is on. A ballet of terror unfolds under the moonlit canopy, a dance of life and death. The hiker, driven by the pure, primal adrenaline, darts through the forest, his heart pounds in his chest, a frantic drum echoing his terror. Every gasping breath he takes is a desperate plea for survival, every step a desperate bid for freedom. The forest, once a place of peace and tranquility, is now a labyrinth of fear. The Bigfoot is relentless in its pursuit, its monstrous form crashing through the underbrush with an unstoppable force. It's a nightmare come to life, an embodiment of raw, primal terror. Its roars are a deafening symphony of fear that reverberates through the night, a haunting reminder of the hiker's precarious situation. The hiker stumbles, a root hidden in the shadows tripping him up, but he quickly recovers. He can't afford to fall, can't afford to stop. He has to keep moving, has to keep running. His life depends on it. The forest is a blur around him, a dizzying kaleidoscope of fear and desperation. His lungs burn with the effort, his muscles scream in protest, but he pushes on, driven by the instinct to survive. The chase continues, a terrifying game of cat and mouse under the midnight sky. The hiker moves with a frantic energy, his fear propelling him forward. The Bigfoot, a monstrous silhouette against the moonlit sky, is a constant, looming threat. The hiker can hear its heavy footfalls, can feel its presence behind him, a chilling reminder of the danger he's in, and then, just as suddenly as it began, it ends. The hiker, gasping for breath, loses sight of the creature. The forest falls silent once more, the echoes of the chase fading into the night. But the fear remains, a lingering specter in the darkness. The chase may be over, but the nightmare is far from finished. Safety seems within grasp, or so it appears. Our hiker, heart pounding like a drum in his chest, stumbles upon a clearing in the dense forest. The moonlight breaks through the canopy, casting an eerie glow on the forest floor. His breaths come in ragged gasps, echoing in the stillness of the night. His eyes dart around the clearing, scanning for any signs of the monstrous creature that has been pursuing him. The towering trees stand sentinel around him, their shadows dancing in the flickering moonlight. A sense of relief washes over him, as fleeting as a whisper in the wind. The adrenaline coursing through his veins begins to ebb. He's made it, he's safe, or so he thinks. But then, something changes. The air grows colder, the forest sounds dim. The feeling of being watched returns, stronger than before. It's as if the woods themselves have come alive, their ancient spirits awakened. An icy dread seeps into his bones, the sensation of unseen eyes boring into him. The taste of fear is bitter on his tongue. Suddenly, the solitary beam of his flashlight flickers. He smacks it against his palm, pleading with it to hold on. His pleas go unanswered. With a final gasp, the light goes out, plunging him into darkness. The inky blackness of the forest swallows him whole, leaving him blind and vulnerable. His heart hammers in his chest, each beat echoing the ticking of a clock counting down. In the deafening silence, a low growl echoes, bouncing off the towering trees and reverberating across the clearing. It's a sound that makes his blood run cold, a sound that promises danger and dread. It's a sound that leaves no room for doubt. The creature is still out there, lurking in the shadows, and it's close, so very close. In the deafening silence, a low growl echoes, leaving the hiker and the audience on a chilling cliffhanger. And so, our tale of the campfire horrors comes to an end. Until next time, sleep tight. Before we part ways, dear viewers, remember to stay vigilant. The campfire horrors may have been extinguished for now, but the embers of the unknown always remain. As you lay down to sleep tonight, don't forget the lessons from our tale. Safety is but a fleeting moment in a world of unseen. So if you've enjoyed this journey into the abyss, don't forget to ring that bell and smash that like button. Do it before the thing under your bed decides to pay you a visit. Oh, and keep those night lights on. You never know what might be lurking in the dark. Thank you for embarking on this terrifying adventure with us, until our paths cross again in another tale of the unknown. Goodbye and sweet dreams, if you can.